Hey there, mama. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down 39 to 40 weeks of pregnancy coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, my name's Nicole. I am a mama. I am a pediatric occupational therapist as well as a conscious parenting coach. And this channel is geared to help you move through motherhood easily and more joy-filled by sharing tips, tricks, strategies, and my own life experience. So that sounds like something you're into, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button below. So I am currently just shy of 40 weeks pregnant. By the time you're watching this, I will be well over 40 weeks pregnant. And I just wanted to chat with you guys about what you can come to expect towards the very end of pregnancy. It's the last leg, which is super exciting, but also this is where it gets pretty tough. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I am currently working through so that way you can be prepared and just some tips that have been helping me. Okay, so how I like to describe 39 to 40 weeks of pregnancy is like the grand finale. You know, 4th of July, like they just let the best fireworks go at the end. It is like all of your symptoms come back for a grand finale at the end, which I will say is different than my last pregnancy. But currently we are back to exhaustion. We are back to nausea. We are back to being starving, but also being extremely limited in how much we can eat. I'm having a lot of nerve pain because there's just not much room for this baby to move around. So sometimes baby will be seated right on a nerve that sends shooting pain down my leg and literally almost drops me. It's like, oh, okay. Of course, you're gonna have a lot more pressure and probably pain in your pelvic girdle because that's where baby's head is seated and that's the heaviest part of babe. Lots of contractions. You're probably noticing that it is far more than Braxton Hicks at this point. You are having intense cramps. Maybe they moved from Braxton Hicks, which are like relatively painless, to a heavy period cramp to just longer, more intense versions of that might even shoot pain up your lower to mid back. So we're having all of this. It's all this nice like Sunday of fun. So I'm experiencing all of it, and that has been obviously a challenge physically as well as mentally. I think a lot of us women get to the end and we're like, okay, get the baby out. I, on the other hand, this time am really trying to focus on just these last few days. This can very well, I mean, I never say never, but I don't plan on having any more children. And so knowing that this is the last time I'm gonna get to experience this phase and just pregnancy in general, I'm trying to be super present, which is absolutely a challenge when you are this uncomfortable. But really, you know, my focus these last few days is just to hold the feeling and the joy of this life and this soul, and just knowing like I nurtured this baby for 9+ months. Like I created a life here inside of my body, and there's something so incredibly magical and beautiful about that, and just bonding here in this moment before we like move to bringing the soul earthside, which is just incredible. Like if you really think about it, it is so incredible, but a lot of times our mind becomes clouded with all of the discomfort and pain. So if you can kind of just dial back to the magic that you are creating right now, I think it can really help recenter you and get you through these last few days. So again, around this time, your OBGYN is likely going to talk to you about an induction date, which for me personally, I am like, let's push it as far as we can go. I think some doctors push it a little too early, in my opinion. It's like, at least give people to 41-ish weeks, you know? Like I get that there's an increase in risk beyond that point, but most babies are gonna come before that point. So really advocating for yourself if you do not wanna be induced, and say, hey, how comfortable do you feel going to this date? Like I'd really like to give myself until 41.5, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Also, some therapies that might help you get labor going if you're at full term, you're 40 weeks and above, and you're ready to get this party started. Things that I would recommend: chiropractic services can actually really help start the labor process. That's actually what got me going with Kai. I was 9 days late with Kai, and I believe I had gone to see a chiropractor twice, and he had moved through some pressure points. And within that same evening, I finally went into labor. So that was successful for me. This time I'm doing acupuncture, and at 40 weeks, an acupuncturist is allowed to start doing sacral work. And that sacral work can actually really help speed up the process of starting labor because your sacrum is seated right behind your uterus. So there's a lot of energy flow and blood movement happening when the acupuncturist is doing work in that area. So I get to go experience that for the first time in a couple of days, and I will be sure to report back, especially if it does the trick. So anywho, I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know that there are several of you mamas who are very close in date with me, and you are expecting your baby any day now too. Want to send you lots of love, best wishes. Remember, your body is amazing and you are capable of bringing this baby earthside healthily. And I am just sending you all the best wishes. And to all my future mamas who are pregnant and will be coming up upon this milestone very soon, lots of love to you as well. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the description box below. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video, which could be an introduction video to my newest family member. Love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.